Wow, what does it mean to me? Well, I mean, I guess primarily I've been like such a fan of the Bessies and a supporter for years, so it's kind of weird being on the other side of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing, especially as a, you know, for someone who's been doing this. I've been doing this now 26 years, so I think it's just an example of like the beautiful amount of work that the dancers did. And the way they were able to portray the characters and how they brought everything out, and then bringing, it's very hard to bring kind of like a dance performance into like a classical piece or a classical realm. So it was a very interesting thing. So it's like for someone to be like, hey, you know what, that piece deserves to get recognized. I'm like, wow, that was really cool. So it's really exciting actually.
Yeah, and I think also this is so well deserved for our artistic director because number one, he has been working very just tirelessly on building this conservatory, on building original works, and this piece I know he spent almost 7 years doing the research for, because we for Sleeping Beauty went back to the original story, which is from the Dogon tribe in Africa, and he spent a lot of time in the library figuring all of this out to get to this point where we were able to actually tell the original story. So I'm very glad that he was actually nominated for this piece specifically, because I know that was a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, okay, no, like now I had like a team of people that really had the mindset to kind of achieve something like that, or I saw it was like at the beginning stages of it, and so I was like, all right, maybe this can happen, so maybe I should start doing actual research and figuring out, well, what is the story? Because we always like to get to like the heart of things, not, for lack of a better term, Disneyfy it, but, really get to the nitty gritty, and so looking at a lot of looking at the motifs, and then also looking at the differences in how the story has been portrayed throughout the years, both in classical literature, and then also looking at dance companies and how a lot of dance companies have done it. So we kind of went back to Bolshoi Ballet, and looking at how they portrayed the Sleeping Beauty narrative, and then also looking at how the narrative shifted depending upon who, what government they were under at the time. So that was interesting, So like taking a lot of those different stories, and then then wiping the slate clean and saying, okay, well here's what we want to do, and here's what we want to focus on.
The foundational elements that we teach at the conservatory are popping, boogaloo, and locking from the West Coast, and then rocking, breaking, and party dance from the East Coast. And I think for anybody that wants to come into hip-hop dance, it's important for them to study all those foundations, not just the ones that they feel most comfortable with or the ones they like, but really starting to understand that it's a whole diaspora, it's a language, it's like different dialects of a language, but they're all important to know. Because they all come from, this umbrella of what we call hip-hop dance. And I think also that, it's important to recognize that the dances from the Black and Latino cultural heritage, that's something we talk about a lot at the conservatory and is often missing from the conversation for dancers, not just in hip-hop dance, but in most dance genres. We oftentimes will wipe the culture away and just think about movement.
Moves, yeah.
And hip-hop dance, especially being a Black and Latino American dance form, and given how our country perceives and treats that population, that also will then have its ensuing effects on the creations and the inventions of those people.
Cultural dance. It's not just moves. It's a cultural dance, and in order for the dance to have its recognition and respect, just like ballet or any other form of dance, we do have to recognize that aspect of it. So I think hip hop right now is at its apex. It's part of the future. It's part of the infrastructure of the arts right now, and I'm very excited to see where not only our company takes it, but where all these other amazing companies that are coming up that see where they take it too, because it's amazing right now.